First trip to the Final Four for the Crimson Tide. They beat Clemson 89-82 in the Elite Eight in Los Angeles. Had to come from behind to do it. They trailed by 13 points in the first half. Nate Oates has absolutely loved the chemistry of this team and found out about his squad. First round of the tournament, he could see what they were all about in that victory over Charleston. Then in the second game against Grand Canyon, it was their defense that led the way, and maybe it was the first time all year that it clicked for them. All of those lessons during the season finally paid off.
And I think the key for that team is perimeter defense, Sears in particular, to contain the bounce.
It is Ron Groover, Patrick Adams, and Paul Sells, our officiating crew.
Iron Eagle, Grand Hill right now. And they're laying off Castle, testing that deep shot.
And for the closed caption person, Bill Raftery said, Alabama goes man-to-man. Castle's jumper in and out. And it's rebounded by Grant Nelson.
And right away, Castle for Uconn guarding Sears, 6'6", maybe the best perimeter defender for Uconn.
And this is a tough matchup. Strada's so good around the rim and off the bounce. Caravan's got to be careful. Nice dive.
Human eraser, Donovan Clingan.
How about the length, the activity?
With the recovery.
Yeah, in the right spot.
I mean, Nelson looked like he had a free one there, and coming from the weak side, Clingan. I mean, we saw a game earlier. He had 8 blocks
against Northwestern.
Against Northwestern.
Yeah, we thought he probably got gypped out of 2.
Shorted, you might say.
Yeah.
Respect for the officials.
Estrada, give it up. Nelson fires. Connects on a 3.
He is alive and well lately, isn't he? Filling that box score.
Devil's Lake, North Dakota. Transfer from North Dakota State. What an addition he's been for Alabama.
And right now, Nelson guarding Castle, playing way off of him. Castle's so good at getting into the paint.
Well, they just want him to, if he makes the 3, so be it.
Yeah, they dared him, and Castle hits from the outside.
He looked at the bench and went to Hurley like, okay, if it's okay if I took that.
Well, 26% from the three-point line.
But better lately, though.
Big East Freshman of the Year gets Uconn on the board. Sweeping move doesn't go for Nelson. Cleared by Clingan.
The key for this team is the cutting. Spencer, look at the post-up, the mismatch now.
Uconn did trail for 21 seconds here. Maneuvering on the inside. Castle showing off his moves on the interior.
And he took advantage of Sears there.
Estrada, well traveled, bounces it on the interior. Pringle on a kickout. Sears had a rough first half and then bounced back in the second half against Clemson.
Pringle's got to keep active.
Griffin, give it on
the rim.
Pringle, that's a rejection by Clingan.
Boy, that was an armpit rejection, too. He didn't elevate.
Lob it upstairs, and that ball actually bounces off the rim for Newton and over to Spencer. Caravan, ball fake. Caravan, attack mode, and a blocking foul.
Now, this year, you're not getting away with that. Plant that foot. They're going to get that block. It was nice down this end, by the way, Grant. Spencer. We'll get to that in a second, but right here, once you plant that foot, you're going to get that call. Spencer's activity at the other end didn't foul and led him to Clinton. A lot of guys initiate the contact. It's a waste.
Well, that's what's so great. When you have Clingan there, you can funnel everybody to the basket and also guard the three-point line aggressively, which they have to do against the volume shooting threes of Alabama.
Foul was called on Rylan Griffin. Alex Caravan averaging 13.5 points per game. His versatility inside, outside. And you can basically say that about everybody on the Uconn roster. The versatility is what makes them so special.
And I love what Dan Hurley said. He said, we didn't become an offensive team until Caravan came here. And obviously they have been the most efficient offense in all of college basketball.
You saw Clinton show big and recover. They're going over the top.
Pringle hands it back. Griffin gets it to Pringle.
And normally Pringle would have gone up with that. Nice pass. Again,
kick out now for Nelson. Shot clock is down to 2. Griffin fires off the rim. Offensive rebound, Estrada. Griffin again, he's not shy. That's a 3.
He can shoot it. We had that Kentucky game. He didn't make shots, which really hurt them early.
7-6, Uconn. Huskies, 7th appearance in the Final Four, 5 national titles.
And watch how busy they are on this end of the floor. A lot of cutting, screening, and giving it to him again. He's wide open.
And Castle snaps in a three.
And that's big time right there. I mean, he is a talent young player. May not be at Uconn for long, but certainly you got to guard that young man.
He has scored 8 of Uconn's 10 points. McDonald's All-American from Covington, Georgia.
Blowing up that ball screen, too, with that handoff.
Griffin, pull-up drop. And is rebounded by Castle. Get it ahead for Newton. And the knock away. Sears trying to gather out of bounds. Dan Hurley is beside himself. He thought it was off Alabama.
You're saying like that's unusual.
Maybe I should just put that on a recording and we could just play it over and over.
Good
Great.
hands by Estrada here as well as Sears in the right spot.
And he might be right. That ball just knocked off the foot of Sears at the last moment. Alabama has possession.
Castle with Sears, occasionally they'll switch it.
Pringle, handoff. Nelson, long strides. He challenges Klingon for 2.
And he's the guy right there. The versatility inside, outside in that big game he had against UNC in the Sweet 16.
I'll say. You would bring that up as a Dookie.
10-8. Uconn. Newton. They give him room. And Newton misses on a 3-ball. Rebounded by Nelson. He put it down low. And it's taken away by Cam Spencer.
He can shoot it.
Spencer, the jumper is pure.
Can't leave that kid alone. Uttering from deep.
But how about his activity everywhere? Active hands.
Transfer from Rutgers before that. Loyola, Maryland, a star with the Greyhounds. Pivot. Estrada, give it up. Pringle on the feed for Sears. He is fouled.
Castle got him. He mentioned from Rutgers, unerring from deep. The addition of him has given this team some juice. The only one that hasn't tasted an NCAA champion.
Now, that's all. You better get us now, because it's coming.
Dan Hurley called his shot. That was after a loss to Villanova. 3 years later, they're hoisting the trophy, and now here we are in 2024. He was Joe Namath. He knew what he was talking about.
Right.
He predicted this. He's manifested it. He pushes all the right buttons, and this team responds time and time again.
I said that about your career. He's coming. And I was right. I was right also.
Soundbite.
Well, Raph, I love how he had lost 2 years in a row in the first round and decided, you know what? We're going to switch from being just a defensive team. We're going to incorporate a different style offensively. In the last 2 years in doing that, they have been so dominant by still keeping that defensive intensity and identity as well.
Yeah, or somebody just worked on offense. It killed them, but it's made them better on that end. Nice switch automatic.
Jaron Stevenson is in the game for Alabama.
They got a foul, I think, Caravan.
Looked like Diarra might have pushed Stevenson right there into Spencer.
And it's going to be Diarra picking it up. Watch the men's national championship game on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Download now to stay up to date on all the action. Latrell Whitesell Jr. is back from a head injury and in there. Estrada lines it up and buries it from three-point territory.
Nice. This small lineup is different.
Well, I like Stevenson out there for Alabama. He can stretch the floor a little bit and make Klingon now guard Grant Nelson, who can do it all on the floor.
He's had some big games recently, too.
Diarra, 6th man of the year in the Big East, in there for Uconn, playing alongside Tristan Newton, an All-American. Spencer rims out, rebounded by Nelson.
So good getting free using screens. Got a clean look. Dangerous.
Estrada, the jab. Nelson sets the screen. Kick it to the outside. Nelson from deep. Off the rim.
I think a better pass, he would have been in rhythm.
6 of their first 7 shots have been three-pointers. Nothing new for Alabama.
First touch on the box.
Klingon, one-on-one with Nelson. Double team comes Stevenson. Shot clock is down to 14. Repost. Klingon, second double. Klingon, tough delivery and a foul called on the baseline.
And right there, tough play for Alabama. You know you're doubling big to big. Stevenson was coming to double team, and Nelson got caught reaching in there, fouling Klingon away from the basket.
And Grant, they're so well coached, though. Caravan was late on the dive to the rim. Should have cut earlier.
Bullet feed to Caravan. Plenty of time to work with on the shot clock. Just about
nice step and go. The kid's so good.
Spencer missed it on the interior off the cut and feed from Klingon.
Does he feel the game?
2-point lead for Uconn. Estrada floats it up and in.
That was off the wrong foot right there, but attacking, clinging in that screen and roll. And Estrada so good. The only guy that Nate Oates will allow to shoot the ball in the mid-range.
They like at the rim or threes at a Hofstra.
Aaron Estrada played at Hofstra, Oregon, and St. Peter's, his 4th school, and now in the Final Four. Clingan, double team, no. Caravan tries to follow, and a foul. So the shot chart for Alabama, this is insane. In the paint or 3-point range, 4 shots from the mid-range, and that's the 2nd foul on Grant Nelson for the Crimson Tide. A huge call at the 13:41 mark of this first half.
Well,
Good, Grant.
Alabama, they're gunslingers. I mean, they're going to let it fly. They can play with confidence and trust the numbers from Nate Oates.
And what that does with that foul that you alluded to, Ian, is that flexibility of a smaller lineup with a stretch guy like Nelson taking it, of course, Clingan out of the game right now.
First time you've called me Ian this tournament. You've called me Bird every other time. You're not saying Vern. You're saying Bird.
Must be late in the evening.
We have no idea what time it is, by the way. You lose complete track of time. Caravan converts on a pair. So Nelson on the bench. 15-13 Uconn. Sears has not attempted a shot yet. He averages 21.5 points per game. Trying to fill. Pringle loses it. Ball is knocked around. Pringle hits the deck. And a tie-up. Possession arrow to Alabama.
And Raph, right away, Clingan goes to the bench. Alabama attacking, trying to get to the rim, but just great hands there defensively from Samson Johnson, who also is a great defensive player. A little bit different in how he plays his defense.
Does a great job on the ball screen with that foot speed. And on the other end, he's a screen and a roller.
Lob guy.
Yep.
And now Pringle will sit. Sears working to get a shot. He does. And Sears, who can make off-balance deliveries like that look easy.
You've got to stop this team. They are prolific on the offensive end.
We are tied at 15. That's one thing that Uconn has not faced in this tournament. A close game.
Not been tested. Good point.
Castle one-on-one with Sears. Johnson in for Clingan. Newton elects not to take the 3. Are they going to allow Castle to do it? And this time he overcooks it. Ball knocked around. Walters gets his hands on it. It's going the other way with a foul.
Caravan, I believe, over the top. And they're going to ride it. A lot of coaches say it's on me if Castle keeps making the 3.
And it is Caravan right there. He knocked into the freshman from the Villages, Florida, Sam Walters. So Caravan sits. Jalen Stewart checks into the game.
Why did you look at me when you said the Villages? Very offensive.
Are you looking for property?
That's an age discrimination case coming.
Take it up with HR. We're tied at 15. Estrada stop and go. He tried the spin move. That ball's up for grabs. Scooped up by Johnson.
Newton's so smart. Came right away before a mistake occurred.
Zigzag and kick. Diarra clanged it off the rim. And the rebound to Sears. Alabama can take the lead. Early offense. Reitzel got a 3.
And has so much confidence right there. Latrell Reitzel off the bench. Potent from downtown.
And that was 10 feet behind the line.
But great awareness, too, by Sears to find him.
He transferred from Cal State Fullerton. He just made that shot from Fullerton. 18-15 Alabama. The answer for Uconn is not there. Johnson, and it's smacked out of there by Stevenson.
How about that activity? Boy, they get up quick.
Well, right,
Elevation.
right here in transition, Sears pushing it. They will shoot a high volume of 3s in transition. And that right there was deep. Right, so in the defense, you talked about the improvement defensively from the Crimson Tide. We've seen it here today.
And a foul was called on Walters, sending Johnson to the free throw line. The junior shoots it at just 43% at the strike. Here comes Cam Spencer. And he replaces Newton.
Transition D so important, as we alluded to earlier against Alabama. You've got to step up, pick them up at the half-court line, and contain the bounce.
Rylan Griffin is back in for Alabama. Johnson misses on the second attempt, rebounded by the freshman from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Jaron Stevenson, who brings all-around skills to this Alabama squad.
Oh,
Sears.
nice hesitation.
The lane opens up, and Sears takes full advantage.
How about that? Hesitate the blow by. So clever, the little guy.
20-16, Alabama. Diarra running the show right now for Uconn. Most of Uconn shots have been three-point attempts. Spencer,
Nice.
the roller, Johnson catches and lays it in.
That's what he can do.
But great hands right there, catching that and delivering in traffic.
End-to-end action here. Alabama gets into it quickly. Stevenson fake the handoff. Now Sears comes to the ball. Hard screen. It's clean. Diarra goes down. Sears threads the needle. Ball get around the perimeter. Griffin lines it up. Buries a three.
And right now, this lineup, 5 out on offense. 5 guys that can score, draw, and kick game. Unselfish play. And right now, Alabama finding that offensive rhythm.
They are 5 of 7 from downtown. Spencer. Two-man game with Castle. Spencer drives in. Little body.
Nice pass.
Inside. Johnson with the Slamson.
Spencer has such a feel. Spencer.
23-20, Alabama.
When they do spread you out, individual D and containment essential. Kick threes and then the scramble.
Griffin, that was too high. He was looking to lead Stevenson to the hoop, out of bounds.
Right there, great feel, understanding how to play. A lot of good offense here in this one.
Coach, Alabama doing what Alabama does. How do you disrupt them offensively?
Well, I mean, they're tough to guard, and obviously the transition threes, you know, and they just keep attacking. So we got to guard the ball better. We're giving up layups and threes, and that's not what we usually do.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Tracy, in addition, Tracy told us during the timeout, there's a wrap on Klingen's right hand. He got elbowed in practice. They are not concerned. Klingen, there's such a difference in this Uconn team when he's on the floor and when he's on the bench.
Oh, you've seen it. I mean, when he was in the game to start, offensively, Alabama out of sorts. But once he went to the bench, Crimson Tide found their groove.
In fact, they've made 7 of their last 8 shots with Klingen watching from the sideline, and now he's back in there for Uconn.
And Bert, his screening is big on the offensive end as well, and then ducking in. He can go to that hook now if he can get it set up.
Klingen against Pringle.
Nice rhythm. D, huh?
Newton comes to the ball, repost. Klingen
Disappeared the guy.
just too big.
Oh, made him disappear. The repost. Powerful. You see that bandage, too.
He was the most outstanding player of the East region, Donovan Klingen, and he cuts the Alabama lead to 1. Just past the halfway point of this first half. Sears one-on-one with Spencer. A number of jab steps. Kick, corner, Estrada rims out on a 3-ball, rebounded by Newton.
And that's the key you got to contain. Nice run
this?
by the big
Klingen! Big finish for the big fella!
What a find.
That hand looked good right there.
So much for that injury report. How about this look? Big fella, banging it home. Get those puppies organized. Knock it in Bristol.
The student section is delivered by Pizza Hut, the official pizza of March Madness. Now the run out, this is perfection.
And Bird, it's just beautiful. Look at the speed of the big guy getting to the rim. And how about the read by Newton? Just incredible. The puppy's organized, big time delivery. He is a difference maker.
He is, but Raph, come on, poor transition defense right there. Sometimes we'll have cross matches. You can't let the biggest guy on the floor get an easy 2 in transition.
And we've seen a shift in philosophy from Uconn. Last 4 field goals have been in the paint. They were taking 3-pointers earlier.
Of course, they were forcing Castle to take his.
24-23, Huskies out of the timeout. Estrada hands to Sears. Reitzel,
Nice
bounce it.
feed.
Pringle, denied. Foul call. Klingen goes down after he got taken out, and Pringle needs a moment.
Boy, I hope he's okay. Look at this little dive to the rim. What a challenge.
And that's what you have to do against a shot blocker. Go right at them. Don't try to avoid the contact there. But even the recovery by Klingen, fantastic.
It was all set up because they moved them around too.
Well,
Think about it.
Well, they set the screen so high, gave Pringle that running start.
Pringle went for the major crunch there, I noticed.
He had a little chip on his shoulder.
A little bit.
He does have a little toot going, much like yourself.
I thought you were going to mention a snack, Ralph. That's where I'm going. I'm hungry.
No, he gets a little excited because during the year they had to sit him out a little bit here and there. He got a technical during the tournament as well. He was upset at a call.
Yes, but he has been a really good jolt for this team because you could play him at the 5 spot, play him at the 4. He's been in the starting lineup. He's come off the bench. Transferred from Wofford. Good defender. And does a lot of little things, bringing intensity to Nate Oates' squad.
And with Nelson out, they're going to need a lift from him and others.
And Nelson has not come back after that second foul. Pringle, a 55% shooter. Not moving like he normally would, but trying to play through it.
They do a lot of man full and rag you, get you deep in the shot clock, and get you out of sorts. Alabama challenged a little bit.
And Raph, right now, it looks like UConn's offense just not as crisp as we've seen during this tournament.
And look, it's down to almost 10 and nothing.
Spencer, give it up. Castle looking inside.
Why not roll with him?
Klingen, back out, repost, shot clock down to 3. Down to Hunter, Castle goes upstairs for the flush.
And that's part of the defensive dilemma when watch Alabama. They had no top guy going down to take the cutter at the rim.
Griffin, aggressive mindset, and it's intercepted by Spencer.
Watch the wing for Caravan.
And it's Castle to the rim. He's fouled.
A nice cover by Alabama. Caravan, though.
And UConn, they don't run a lot, but off of turnovers, they'll get out in transition, but great patience there and surveys the floor. You really can't come double team from the bottom side. It has to come from the top there, but Klingen finding the open teammate for 2.
Now, they haven't teased him with any doubles either. You know, to set that little trap on the baseline.
Take a short clock right there. Let him score. Let him try to score over length.
Free throws here for Stefan Castle, 76% shooter. Multi-dimensional talent. Champions live here on Max. Stream Major League Baseball, the NBA playoffs, the Stanley Cup playoffs, and much more. Champions live here on Max, the one to watch for live sports.
And Nelson back in there with the 2.
In there with Pringle, so I imagine Pringle will stay on Klingen to try to protect Nelson with those 2 fouls.
He's got to be smart now.
Castle has been outstanding in this first half. He's got 12 points to lead all scorers.
Freshman of the year in the Big East, rightfully so.
There's multiple guys on UConn that can take over and have big moments throughout a game.
10-2 run for UConn. Estrada lob it up.
Nice play by
Knock away by Klingen.
How about backpedaling, under control, facing the ball? What a major deterrent.
Raph, he's 7'2", 280, able to get out on the screen and roll defense and get back to the roller. Looking like Karch Karai right there with that slam.
Cringing just a little bit, maybe that hand.
That's your go-to volleyball reference, isn't it?
I only know one volleyball.
You don't have a deep bag in the volleyball world. 28-25 UConn. Toss it out for Pringle.
Got to keep this guy out of the lane. Good finisher, Estrada.
Estrada, he's crafty. Cross. Back from Pringle. Shot clock down to 4. Estrada hoists and hits. And it's a 3.
Pringle with a great screen to set him up as well. May have been moving, but got away with it.
They are 6 of 9 from long range. The roll by Klingen. Klingen had it rejected on the interior.
A good job by Nelson not to foul. Wait for your help to contest on that shot.
Estrada looking for an opening. Gets around Newton for a moment. And he
Out of bounds,
stepped out of bounds.
Oh, no, they got a
was a
foul.
foul, a push.
Pushed by Tristan Newton.
And he's got to be careful.
Newton called for the foul. We are tied at 28. First half action. It's been competitive. It's been tight. Winner goes to the national championship game.
The NCAA Men's National Semifinals is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Marriott Bonvoy. Over 30 hotel brands for every kind of fab. Jeep. There's only one. And by the U.S. Army. Be all you can be.
Coach, back and forth. What do you want to see down the stretch into this half?
Less turnovers. We got to take care of the ball. When we're getting shots, we're scoring, and we've given way too many easy points. You know, loose balls, the layup in transition, missed rotation on the dunk. Like they got too many easy points, and we got too many turnovers right now.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, Tracy, this game is tied at 28, 7:31 to go in the first half. Alabama has not looked intimidated. They've run their stuff. They're a very confident offensive team, #1 in the country in scoring at 90.6 points per game. Uconn's point differential in the last 2 tournaments is plus 23.1. That's #1 all time.
You can see the difference in Alabama's defense. Danny's still talking to one of the officials. He's upset about that Pringles screen for the open jumper.
Uconn opponents have shot 32% so far in the tournament. Alabama's at 59% in this first half. Nelson takes it in, gives it up.
Pringles doesn't look.
Steal, Castle against Sears.
Good foul.
And Sears gives it up. As there was contact initially, Sears thought he was going to fight through it on the offensive end, loses the ball, and then Castle fouled at the rim.
And Raph Castle, his size, 6'5", 6'6", strong. Physicality on defense, causing Sears some trouble, and then in transition can just overpower you in the paint at the rim.
And you can see Pringle really not an offensive threat. Sort of hurts them on that end a little bit.
So Uconn will trigger in with Spencer.
And they run some great stuff on the baseline. And a silly foul by Sears. Trying to fight over the top of the screen.
It looked like they were going to let him play. Sears and Newton were battling it out on the perimeter, and then once Newton went down, that was it. They blew the whistle.
He got caught up with his hands right there.
Yeah, that's a second foul on Sears to go along with the 2 on Grant Nelson.
And shooting a pair here, 1-on-1.
And Nate Oates opting to keep Sears in the game, trusting Sears, his best player, needing him and knowing his value.
That is the 7th team foul against Alabama. 5 team fouls on Uconn. New episode of Impractical Jokers, so special it airs on 2 networks. Watch the Impractical Jokers special event next after NCAA coverage on TBS and True TV.
And looking ahead, this is a close game. The perimeter people make free throws. 80% Newton missed that one, obviously, but they are tough come crunch time.
And Raph, you said it best with Pringle out there. Look at Klingon. He's just in the paint, mucking everything up, playing almost like a free safety on defense.
He should be screening then. That's what he's got to keep active.
Estrada against the bigger defender. Caravan. Estrada. Tip and doesn't go for Nelson. Knocked to the outside. Transition opportunity. Castle for Newton. Steps into the 3. Off the rim.
Nice rebound, Spencer. What a read. Filled the lane, went to the box. Heads up play.
Caravan swings for Klingon.
Sears got to be careful.
Uconn has missed its last 5 3-point attempts. Castle, he's got muscle, but he couldn't finish. Late whistle.
Late whistle indeed, but that streak.
Take you to the woodshed.
Yeah.
I don't blame Nate either with the late call.
It is Estrada called on the foul. The reaction by Pringle, who was there for the rebound, and now Castle will head to the line.
It's almost as if the official was waiting to see if he scored or not to call that foul in that situation. Obviously, Castle missing right there at the rim.
And this will be free throw attempt number 11 and 12 for Uconn. Alabama is 2 out of 2.
Got to take advantage. 76% free throw shooter.
Another one here for Stephon Castle, major recruit. You alluded to it earlier, Grant. We're not sure he's going to be at Uconn very long. His dad, Stacy, played at Wake Forest and Central Florida.
And Raph, it looks like he's become more patient throughout the season, Castle, getting more and more comfortable with this Uconn offense and system. And just a talent. I love him that he plays hard on both ends of the floor.
You know, there's a lot to learn with this team. As they keep you active, you're involved in screening, cutting, dribble drives, dribble handoffs. They got to get going to the rim, I think, right now, Alabama.
Veteran Diarra back in, replacing the freshman Castle. Weitzel.
One of those guys that can get to the rim.
Nelson gives it up.
This guy's the best around the rim.
Pretty spin. Oh,
careless
up
pass.
for grabs. Fortunate they didn't turn it over. Weitzel with 5 to shoot. Trying to create some shot clock down to 2, down to 1. Reitzel off the mark. Battling underneath. Nelson comes away with it.
How about the activity on the offensive glass for
Estrada
Alabama?
shows it. Couldn't finish it. Pringle got boxed out by Caravan.
Wow. What a spit.
2-point lead for Uconn. Under 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Right now, Nelson on Klingon, 2 fouls.
Newton misses from 3-point territory. Popped up in the air. Still up for grabs.
I'm not so sure of that
Out
shot.
of bounds. Spencer. Celebrate your favorite Final Four team with officially licensed fan gear from the NCAA shop. For the best selection of team apparel, head to ncaa.com/shop.
And Raph, you think they could have got a better shot selection on that possession?
Too early.
Too early.
Yeah. And he's usually good at running the show. 4 triple doubles. Can't fault his judgment.
No fast break points for Alabama. They're a team that will play in transition. Nelson rejected by Samson Johnson. Do not go in there. Spencer on a kick. Caravan can't hit the 3.
Oh, they're getting some shots they like.
Taps it over. Diarra has it swatted out of bounds.
And who said that Klingon is the only guy that can block shots right there? Great timing, weak side help. Nelson right there at the rim. And
then he said good backup. Sunoco last year was the starter. Clinton the sub. They have a nice little defensive scheme with these two.
They've missed 7 straight threes, and now it's 8 straight off the mark. Sears gets it ahead, and a foul called. That would have been a fast break opportunity. Griffin running the floor.
And maybe a smart foul there by Cam Spencer. Prevent Alabama to get out in transition where they thrive.
The one concern for Uconn this tournament, they've obviously rolled through the competition. They've not shot threes well, and you just don't snap your fingers and all of a sudden solve it. And we always know going into a cavernous venue like this, there's that adjustment period when you're shooting threes.
And it's surprising. I mean, they're such a great offensive team, great shooting team, but 2 of their worst shooting games from 3 in this tournament.
Reitzel, wow, counted for 3.
Now, boy, they drag you out so deep. They get a flow going.
Alabama up by 1. They have made 3, 7 of 10 from deep. Second in 3-pointers made in the country per game, 11.2. Only North Florida had more.
And Sears really working on the defensive end, just as Nate Oates said. He's caught underneath, but they can get it to Sampson.
It's big against small. They're not locating Sampson. Kick it out. Well, that's one way to beat it. It's Tristan Newton from long range.
Locate the right guy.
Johnson was looking for the post-up. Uconn went to the perimeter.
Look at this guy get to the rim.
Reitzel sprawled out as he missed the layup attempt. Newton running the floor. He lost it. Diarra's there, and it's rebounded by Nelson. Back and forth we go. Griffin slips down.
He walked.
And a foul called, and Uconn can't believe it. They believe it's a phantom foul.
It was. I don't think his feet got involved. Do you?
I thought he slipped
That's
and
what I
then
thought.
walked before a possible foul right there. Great eyes, Raph.
Anticipating it.
Caravan will pick up number 2.
Did he slip on his foot?
Yeah,
No.
he did.
Yeah, no, that left
That's
foot.
got to be a walk.
I didn't know if he hit Caravan's foot.
Might have caught the toe.
Yes.
But from this angle, it just looked like he slipped on his own. Caravan is going to the bench for the Huskies, and Griffin is going to the line. Number 2 on Caravan.
And that up and down, that track meet style of basketball, that's what Alabama wants.
And Connecticut does fast break, but theirs is control the half court, run their action, and they have gotten out of rhythm a little bit by this excellent Alabama D.
So it's Rylan Griffin at the free throw line, sophomore from Dallas, Texas. High energy, perimeter presence, clutch shooter. He can catch fire.
What do you have, 5 threes against UNC?
Maybe their best perimeter.
Short on the free throw.
And maybe their best perimeter defender for Alabama.
Uconn shot attempts so far, 14 3-point attempts, 11 shots from 2-point territory.
Look at the small lineup right now by Uconn.
Spencer, feed it, Newton, ball fake. The drive by Newton, great body control for 2.
He can take over a game. This kid plays with such a high level of confidence.
35-31, Huskies. Sears, knock away, clever by Diarra. Newton gives it up. Castle. We
Again,
approach 3 minutes to go in this first half.
they really haven't run their action much.
Spencer defended by Stevenson on the perimeter. Newton will loop it. Johnson couldn't catch it.
Pass. Look at the distance.
Out of bounds. Just the second turnover for Uconn. Tristan Newton creates for others, creates for himself. Get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament on NCAA.com. Our game summary. Alabama has shot it well from three-point territory, 7 of 10. Uconn's got the lead. This has been a fun one in the first half. First time that we've really seen Uconn challenged in this tournament so far.
No, Alabama shot the ball, as you said, but the defense, I mean, they've really made Uconn a little bit out of sync on the offensive end, which we're not accustomed to seeing.
And without Clinton, too, the ability to make threes, you got to defend, the ability to dribble, drive, and then those kicks as well.
35-31, Huskies in front. Here's Estrada making his move to the rim, floats it off the glass. No,
Nice
Nelson
rebound.
taps it to himself, and he's fouled.
I think Sampson got him from the rear, but they've done a nice job on that glass, too. Attack a little bit. That's the 4th offensive rebound.
You know, Dan Hurley upset Nelson 2 or 3 times, just crashing in there, active hands, keeping the ball in play.
It's the first foul on Samson Johnson. Grant Nelson, senior. He was the 6th man of the year in the Summit League, playing for the Bison of North Dakota State. Then first team All-Summit, and has just been a perfect fit for this Crimson Tide squad. Klingon back in with his team up by 3. Under 3 minutes to go, first half.
And Bert, at practice yesterday, he got dinged on the knee, and they took a look at it. They were really concerned, but he has been mobile. They really have spaced him nicely with those 2 fouls, getting the blow.
I was going to say, he came in after those 2 fouls, played big, aggressive on the offensive end, and can get out of this half with just those 2.
2-point game. 5 ties, 7 lead changes.
See if they get in rhythm offensively right now. A little more action on this trip.
With the small lineup, Alabama can switch a lot, too.
Spencer. Klingon goes down, lost his footing. Shot clock is down to 10.
And they have guarded beautifully.
Castle, the hop stab, comes up short. Pringle mistimed his jump, and last touch by Alabama.
And that looked like it was off of Uconn right there. Pringle had the ball. Looked like Castle may have reached in there. Oh, maybe at the last second, might have hit Pringle's left hand.
So Uconn retains it. Spencer open look, bottom.
And that's what Klingon does. That big wide body, and Spencer knows how to utilize it. Nice curl, big time delivery. 6
points now for Cam Spencer. And Uconn leads at 38-33. The drive. Sears works his way inside for the deuce.
He has a little Jalen Brunson in him.
He does. That's a good analogy. Tough kid.
Transfer from Ohio, from Muscle Shoals, Alabama, playing at his dream school and on the big stage of the Final Four.
Charles probably owns a bank in that.
We could check with him. Are you looking for a loan?
I may.
Klingon.
Traveling with you.
They stay at home. Feeds it. Spencer, shot clock winding down. Ball fake. Spencer with the perfect pause.
How about that? That refreshes. So clever. Understands the game.
8 points now for Cam Spencer. Estrada, the pull-up. It's in and out.
Boy, that was faulty D.
We're down to 1:20 to play in this first half. Diarra looking to penetrate. Gives it out. Klingon on the interior.
The big fella diving. Opportune time, and in the find by Diarra.
And this is the largest lead of the night for Uconn. 42-35. We're going to hit 1 minute to play. First half.
Got to get a good shot now if you're Bama. Something going to the rim and you maybe finish or find.
Pringle, feed it on a bounce. Griffin tried the return feed, and it's knocked out of bounds off of the Huskies.
And Griffin saw Klingon right there, tried to make a pass, but great hands by the defense of Uconn.
Coming up, AT&T at the half. EJ and the guys, first half analysis, and look back at how Purdue advanced to the national championship game. It's all coming up. AT&T at the half.
Nice
Jumper
play.
is smooth for Mark Sears.
A little elevator, a semi-one. Boy, he gets organized fast.
He is 4 of 4 from the field. Timeout, Hurley. And Sears is showing off the full catalog.
How about that little stagger bump? The southpaw stroke, pure honey. Delivered on the biggest stage.
Tournament summary. Purdue is in the national championship game, second time in school history. Last time they had to play the dynasty, UCLA. Last champion from the Big Ten, Michigan State, back in 2000. Uconn trying to become back-to-back champions. First time since Florida did it, 06-07. It's been a long time for the SEC. Alabama trying to put themselves into the national championship game for the first time in program history.
They're a little clockish, but both of these coaches have a little pro influence in the style of play.
Absolutely.
Let's see if they go 2 for 1 here, if Hurley does that.
Both have told us that they watch European basketball. They check out the Denver Nuggets sets, the Miami Heat sets, anything that can get their creative juices flowing and that they can share with their team. And you see it. It's evident. Uconn lost 5 of their top 8 players from last year's national championship team, but this squad has been nearly impeccable. 35-3. They went 18-2 in the Big East.
Seems like a year ago they lost a game, right? That was Creighton in January.
In addition to Florida being the last team to win back-to-back titles, the last defending champion to make a Final Four was Florida, 06-07, until Uconn.
Little ball screen roll.
Shot clock. There's the lob upstairs. And a foul is called. He tried to float it for Klingon on the jam.
And Raph, you talk about Klingon, the little things, the details. A beautiful screen that he set that really got Newton going downhill, put Pringle in a pickle there, having to make a decision. And he is so good. The screen really forced Estrada to get over it.
And that hesitation dribble too freezes. Should I get the dribbler or should I go with the roll man?
Now keep in mind, Nate Oates took out Sears. No Nelson protecting both of them on this end of the floor with the 2 fouls. So that's the second on Nick Pringle. Klingon at the stripe. 57%, although that shot looks better than the numbers.
Good point. We watched them, that rotation.
We've seen him in practice shooting threes and certainly can knock them down. He'll become a deep 3-point shooter over the course of his career.
Yeah, there's a reason why he has shot up draft boards during this tournament alone. So Oates sends Sears and Nelson back onto the floor with 24.2 on the clock. 2 out of 2 for Klingon.
A little extending to the floor now, see if they can rush into a quick jack. You're thinking offensive rebound. If you're Alabama, get a good one, and conversely, stick it to your guy.
I think Alabama pick and roll here with Nelson. Make Klingon have to make a decision here, guarding this screen and roll action.
8 seconds left.
And I think he's very good in the back, helping out too.
Sears, reload. Sears puts it up and in. Creative.
Amongst the bigs, the patience, right?
Sears willing to go to the tower.
Oh, very good.
Well, I love it. Great patience, good defense there, just better offense.
Tough kid. And starting to guard has helped his cause as well.
11 points to lead Alabama. Castle's got 13, the high man for Uconn. We send it over to Tracy.
Coach, as you walked over, your facial expression said it all. What's going through your mind right now?
I mean, I thought Donovan, I know I expect him to block everything, but I was surprised he didn't block that. But yeah, it's been a fun game. It's exactly the game we thought it would be.
Second half, what will be the key coming out?
Yeah, just obviously defensively, I thought we did a much better job, in the last 8 or 9 minutes. And just systematically here, possession by possession, just with the quality of what we do at both ends. And on the backboard, we just got to try to break them.
Appreciate it.
All right, Tracy, end of the first half here in Phoenix. Uconn, the #1 overall seed, defending national champion, leading Alabama 44-40. AT&T at the half is coming up. EJ and the game after these messages on TBS.
Coverage of the NCAA Men's National Semifinals is sponsored by Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Ford. Built Ford proud. Experian. Raise your credit game today. And by Dove Men Plus Care. Care makes all the difference.
Set for second half action. Check out our Pizza Hut first half stats with Uconn in front 44-40. Alabama shoots it at 50%. 8 of 11 from three-point territory. Uconn has struggled from long range. They've made up for it at the free throw line. Ian Eagle, Grant Hill, Bill Raftery, Tracy Wolfson, Gene Steratore. What's been the key here? Uconn has led in each of their first 4 games in this tournament by 30 points or more at some point. The largest lead here has been 7.
Well, it's been 2 things. I think the defense of Alabama and then the three-point shooting, 8 for 11 from the three-point line. That'll keep you in the game like it has in the first half.
I've never heard you talk about defense, but I think you're right. The other end, they have really stepped up, no question about it. And I think the key on the other end, the dribble drive, contain, and don't give up those open threes.
Alabama has been highly competitive here this season for Uconn. Opponent field goal percentage under 50%. Uconn's 35-0. Teams shoot 50% or better. Those are the 3 losses they absorbed this year against Kansas, against Seton Hall, and against Creighton. Meanwhile, for Alabama, first 15 of the shot clock. They're 10 of 17. As they go deeper into the shot clock, it has been more of a challenge for Nate Oates' squad. Over to Tracy.
Ryan, I spoke with Nate Oates coming out of the locker room. He said, good thing we're shooting 73% from 3 because we're not doing anything else good. And he said offensive rebounding. Rebounding in general, they need to do a better job. He said we need more blue-collar plays. We need to see some toughness. And in terms of Donovan Clingan and just his impact in that first half, Nate Oates said expect them to double a little more in this half.
This Alabama team, Tracy, first team since the 2000-2001 Duke squad with 400 or more threes and 600 or more made free throws. This is what they do. They have not gotten to the free throw line that often, though, so far tonight. Uconn leads at 44-40. Purdue is waiting to see which team emerges to play for the national championship. Newton Progan gives it up for Castle, who lays it in.
And that's the matchup. Nelson, not a great defender. Snuck a peek, got back cut. Castle's going to have to provide screening, and obviously he's getting open looks as well.
Get it inside. Grant Nelson got off to a hot start.
Nice
Cutter, Sears, kick. Pringle challenges, layup, no. Clingan a factor.
And look who's the rebounder. What a game he has had, Castle. King.
Uconn 10 assists, just 2 turnovers. Newton off-balance delivery doesn't go. Rebounded by Nelson.
He's had a couple of those today.
Yeah, uncharacteristic.
Griffin puts it on the deck, feeds it. The drive. Floats it up, no.
Shot.
And the rebound leaks out to Spencer.
Watching the early Caravan, they look to get it to him.
Caravan penetrates and finishes.
Usually it's a jumper, but they closed out nicely. Great adjustment. Big out.
6 points now for Alex Caravan, native of Southborough, Massachusetts. Griffin, give it up. Deflected by Clingan. Poke it to Estrada. Jab and jumper for 3.
It's just talented right there. Can make plays. Not really getting into the paint because of Clingan's presence, but that three-pointer going for right now for Estrada.
His ability to make tough shots. Castle blocking foul, and Griffin took the hit.
And he just took advantage once again of Nelson, but this is just terrific individual offense. He can step back. Of course, Speedy Claxton, instrumental in him going as well as they get that little block call there. Speedy wanted him to stay if he wanted to stay, if he wanted to go pro or pick someplace he thought he could fit right in. Pretty nice.
Claxton, the head coach at Hofstra, and you're right. He said, look, you have a chance to play at a higher level, go do it, and they worked with him to find the right program. Alabama.
I think Jay was his coach, by the way, if I'm not mistaken.
He was. Jay Wright was Speedy's head coach. Castle misses it straight away three. Gang rebounding claimed by Stevenson for the Crimson Tide.
James was pretty good coaching guards, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I guess he did all right.
Once again, in the lane, this kid's so
Estrada put the perfect amount of spin on it off the window.
a beautiful field for the game around the 10.
48-45. Uconn continues to struggle from three-point territory, 5 of 17. Get it inside, Klingon, partially blocked by Stevenson. Break opportunity for Alabama.
This is when Sears is tough, whether the three, a nice kick.
Estrada, he's taking it at Klingon. Kick it, Griffin. Now Sears gets involved. Sears trying to turn the corner. Griffin got him.
Grant Smith, they're tough.
Patience right there. Twice going at Klingon, finding the open man. And say multiple guys here can get it going.
8 points to Rylan Griffin. 7-0 run. They've cut it to 1.
Sears, number
Foul
3.
call.
I think that's him. That's number 3.
It is.
Wow.
Drawing the defense there, Klingon. Great cut by Griffin right there. Normally a 3-and-D guy from downtown. And then trying to get over that screen. You appreciate the effort. But Sears has to be smart.
Feed it for Castle.
A cushion on that shot for Castle.
Yep, they lay off him. Castle trying to take it inside.
Nice pass.
Klingon gets the roll.
How about him? Good hands, right?
Great hands.
50-47. Uconn. Klingon has 10. Sears. The jumper, it doesn't go for Nelson.
And Rafi passed up an open one, took a tougher shot right there.
Caravan steps into the three and he bangs it in.
That's their game, though. You've got to be on Caravan on the catch. Nice find as well.
53-47 Huskies. Put it up. Griffin, no. Klingon another board.
And he keeps the ball so high. Watch it in the open.
Newton, Cutter, Caravan poked away. Castle is there. Castle taking his time. Both coaches very animated. Cut from the same cloth.
A little winded right now, Uconn.
Newton.
Pretty.
Upstairs. Castle going to the sky for the jam.
And just enough traffic with Newton over there to throw the ball. What a nice find.
7-0 answer for Uconn. Sears, that ball was thrown right at Caravan. He couldn't catch it out of bounds. Dan Hurley is so into it.
How about this? Newton, the lob, big time, send it in at the rim. Finding the bigs.
It's time to connect to the madness with the House of Highlights fan cam, powered by AT&T 5G. Yeah, this is what it looks like from the stands. Good angle of that Nelson 3 and the Johnson jam. 55-47 Uconn. They took a punch from Alabama and they have answered.
What was your first when Syracuse made it in the late 89?
87.
Excuse me.
87.
89 was PJ, who's in the house.
Keith Smart. You want to talk about Keith Smart and hurt me again? Inside, Nelson lost it to Klingon. Trying to save, they do. Sears, the corner pop goes for three.
Well, great awareness there by Estrada, finding Sears open there. But how about that confrontation? The big guys at the rim.
Oh, is that number 10, if I'm not mistaken, threes?
He is 6 of 6 from the field. Newton, oh, he went down really hard.
Oh, he's back up, though.
It's 5-on-4 right now. He's slow to get up. Nelson attacking. Oh, we just got the full Nelson on a major rack attack.
Wow. Talk about he was quiet, no longer subdued. This is the full Nelson coming to the rim. Big time finish. Take that, number 32. How about that? Reminiscent of our partner right here in his heyday.
Tristan Newton is back on his feet. That was a 5-on-4 that Alabama took advantage of. Full electricity.
They don't go away.
55-52. Huskies.
So good using screen.
Nelson goes down. Spencer, he's in a jam. Spencer has it blocked on the interior. And it rolls out of bounds off of Alabama.
And how about that defense out of this timeout? Great aggressiveness, but it's almost like he threw the ball in over Klingon right there. I didn't think he was going to get to the rim, but went up and around.
That's going to be a career highlight.
You know, Grant's like this stage.
Yeah.
That's another Grant.
That's another. Don't take them for granted, either one of them. And Nelson trying to gather himself more than anything. Nice piece of officiating. Making sure he's okay. Again, they run some great stuff on the out of bounds. Got open looks earlier. Here's Klingon with an open look at the bump by Klingon.
Caravan misses from the outside. Klingon, he went over the back for the foul.
Tell you what, I don't think he did. I thought he kept it. Maybe he body bumped him. Wow, that's a play on.
And that's number 2 on Donovan Klingon. Mohamed Diabate is in for Alabama. And
They got a T or they got a coaching warning?
Dan Hurley had extended out. And Patrick Adams came over to let him know, stay in your area. A warning for Hurley. Alabama with the ball down by 3.
And Nelson should be invigorated after that jam.
Sears probing. Hands for Reitzel. Reitzel wasn't going to challenge Klingon. Sears may.
Well, they put pressure on you on the bounce.
Nice chemistry. Estrada and Sears. Shot clock down to 3. Down to 2. Denied by Caravan.
How about that set?
Shot clock violation.
That's old school Uconn basketball. He came there thinking rebounding and defending. They've added their offense, but Caravan just stayed at home with that length.
Well, it was great defense, that entire possession from the Huskies there.
That is the 4th block of the night for the Huskies. They lead by 3. Spencer using the Klingon screen. Newton seems to be okay.
They used both sides of the floor.
Klingon missed it. They just tossed it near the rim, looking for a call. Sears leaves it for Nelson. Nelson the handles. Kick. Diabate. Show it. Diabate missed it with the left hand. Hooked outside. Estrada. Nelson off the diagonal. Is he going to do it again? He is!
Tell you, he took the hit too. Good upper body strength and finish.
Grant Nelson not backing down to 7 foot, 280-pound Donovan Klingon. He's given up 50 pounds in the matchup. 7-0 burst.
What a different defensive-minded team Alabama's become.
Tried the back door. Caravan tracks it down. Ball movement. Spencer, shot clock at 8. Spencer works inside. A foul is called, a bailout underneath.
It looked like Nelson got caught there reaching in as Cam Spencer on the baseline, but attack mode could have settled there. And maybe the confidence that Nelson has from that dunk.
Carries over.
Just off the bounce, so skilled. And you said strong as well, great touch.
Tough match too, don't you think, Graham, for him, for Klingon, that ability to put it on the deck comes in handy.
Pringle's been on the bench here this whole second half, so maybe a strategic adjustment there by Nate Oates coming out of halftime, starting Nelson and sitting Pringle.
Another free throw here for Cam Spencer. He shoots it at 92% at the line.
And Newton gets a little blow. I think he was banged up pretty good earlier.
Missed the second attempt. Tracked down by Alabama and Diabate. Alabama is 4 of 5 at the line. Uconn is 12 of 16. This is a 2-point game. Nelson.
He uses size over Caravan.
He's in takeover mode.
Yeah, he sure is. What a difference a couple of weeks make.
Oh, Estrada has come up limping. Estrada couldn't put weight on that right leg. Seems to be working through it. We are tied at 56. Castle, swing. Johnson fakes on the handoff. Shot clock down to 12.
And Nelson can jam things up because Samson's not going to go to the goal.
Tight defense here from Alabama. Spencer peeks the clock. Spencer drives in. Tough delivery. Short. Rebound. Castle's got it. Castle fighting. Castle driving. He floats it up. No, but a foul.
How competitive has he established himself tonight? Good and getting better.
Stephon Castle Smooth skills, but brings the muscle as well. And the foul called on Latrell Wrightsell Jr.
They're not getting anything easy at the rim either, are they? Great contest by the Bama.
So Castle back to the line where he's 3 of 4 tonight. You can see his change of direction skills and not intimidated going inside. The rules are simple. Win to get in. Tune in as playoff hopefuls battle to earn their spot in the postseason. The NBA play-in tournament begins April 16th, 7 p.m. Eastern on TNT, True TV, and Max.
And right now, Alabama has regained and found some momentum. But in that first half, when Clingan went to the bench, that's when the Crimson Tide found that rhythm offensively, and in particular was able to get to the rim. But right now, it's been just all Grant Nelson taking over.
Here he goes again. A nice cut.
Give it up.
They got it.
Diabate couldn't catch it. Swing it. Estrada ball fake the jumper. In and out. Rebounded by Spencer.
Lincoln and Newton get a little bit of a blow. Wait for that TV timeout.
We are under 12 minutes to go. Second half.
Connecticut very good as a spurt team as well.
Freshman has looked very savvy. Stephon Castle creating once again.
I love his toughness, Raph. Just unafraid of the moment.
21 points to lead all scores. 4-point lead for Uconn. Sears lets it fly. Misses on a 3-ball. Spencer in for the rebound.
Caravan looking for that slap back.
Caravan doesn't take the 3. Return it for Spencer. Tight defense there from Wrightsell. Spencer hits the rim. Johnson with the jam. He rocks the rim.
Well, can Spencer make plays? He forced that issue. Johnson attack big time.
62-56. 14 assists for Uconn. Just 3 turnovers. Off the fake from Sears. Wrightsell swing it inside. It's denied. Diabate got the full palm from Johnson. Diarra swing it. Castle can't hit the 3. Offensive rebound. Put back. It goes for Caravan.
Oh, they just get at you quickly.
8-0 run.
You think you're comfortable, and all of a sudden they know how to put you to sleep.
The Uconn Huskies once again showing their mettle. D9 human eraser. Donovan Clingan. The lane opens up and Sears takes full advantage. Newton upstairs. Going to the sky for the jam. Alabama and Uconn. Winner goes to the national championship game. You've heard this term. It's a game of runs. Literally in the second half, a game of runs. Alabama 7-0. Uconn answers 7-0. Alabama 7-0. Huskies 8-0.
So are you saying now that Alabama will go on a nice run?
Yeah. Do you believe in trends? Because that's where we're headed. Uconn up 64-56.
And they got the right group. They got guards that can really put it on the deck and create and make threes right now. Playing very small.
One thing that has not happened for Alabama tonight, they average 14 fast break points per game. They have 0 in transition.
Nice defense. Caravan faces the ball.
He runs into his own man and knocked out of bounds as Newton was there trying to help.
And
the many faces of Dan Hurley. We could just have an isolated camera on him. That could be a show in and of itself.
He is all there. I know that.
He is. Glendale, Arizona, 64-56. Uconn in front. It's not madness. It's all new Coca-Cola spiced. Try it today. Over to Tracy Wilson.
And during that earlier timeout, Nate Oates pleaded for defense and toughness, and his team answered, but then they let up another run to Uconn. The message during this timeout, you're playing too slow. We're running, we're walking. We need to go on a run. They need them to run in this game, a defensive run. He said we need stops. We'll see if they can answer the call here. And
right now they're trying to answer it on the offensive end. Out of the timeout. The drive by Sears, and Sears has it denied by Caravan.
Nice attention to detail with the switch.
That is 6 blocks for Uconn.
And you were saying no fast breaks, right?
Nothing.
No opportunity. And Kamani Young did the scout. They were well prepared for that. Took that aspect of the game.
Assistant coach under Dan Hurley. Newton, 10 to shoot. Newton, pep in his step, give it up. Diarra, 5 to shoot. Diarra floats it up. Oh, and got a wedgie in the desert.
Is that different than a wedgie in New York?
It's trying.
A little neck ball.
Oh.
How about that? Again, the ability to put it on deck, get a decent shot as well. You waited all week for that.
I waited my whole life for that. A Final Four wedgie.
It's an uncomfortable feeling.
Depends on if you're on the receiving end. 64-56.
And this is the guy that's done a great job. Castle on Sears. This is a lot of work, a nice show. That's what Johnson does. Shows so big and recovers so beautifully.
No points the last 3 minutes of game action.
How about this? Is Alabama cannot find that offense right now. This defensive team is so good.
Trying to break the drought. The foul was called before the shot as Estrada wheeled inside.
And he likes to do that. He likes to back down, post up, get over that right shoulder. Very creative and crafty trying to score. But really, that's the only offensive opportunities these last few possessions for Alabama. This defensive team out here is stifling for Uconn.
Foul on Diarra. That's his second.
I think Nelson's the guy they got to get involved a little bit more, too. Here he goes again with that dribble drive.
Give it up.
Look at the hustle by Castle.
Sears. Oh, he takes those steps to the rim. Uconn wanted to travel. Sears gets the bucket.
How strong was he to take that hit?
A great balance.
16 points. Leads Alabama. Mark Sears. 6-point game.
A little bully ball right here.
Castle leans in, short, rebound kept alive, and Nelson's got it ahead for Griffin.
Once again, transition D extraordinary.
Estrada loses it, out of bounds. Watch Masters Live for exclusive coverage of Amen Corner 15 and 16 and featured groups. Watch live on the CBS Sports app. Cam Spencer back in, Donovan Clingan in, wearing that wrap on his right hand. Injured at practice, took an elbow.
And Jalen Stewart on the floor too. Real good looking prospect.
Freshman from Seattle, second cousin of our buddy Donnie Marshall, former Uconn standout. Seattle crowd. Jumper,
Off the bench.
nails the three.
Activity and a bump.
67-58 Huskies. Sears couldn't get to the opening.
Look at Castle.
Pringle
got
got
the foul.
tossed by Castle.
Castle
Yeah, they
tried
got
to
it.
get over that screen and kind of threw Pringle there, showing his strength.
He is relentless though.
He is.
No question about the foul, but the effort. And that's what they were saying. We want you going over top. He certainly paid attention.
Following the scouting report,
He got a flop.
of the
He's got a
many
flop.
faces.
Dan Surley, he said he's flopping.
He's an attractive moaner.
That's a positive. We're going to hit the 8-minute mark. Sears, ball fake. Sears. Oh, he corkscrews in for two, and the foul.
Creative. Goodness, you don't think he can score at the rim? Finds a way.
Oh, Clingan there and Castle. Great pause there. And a bump by Castle. Great concentration, absorbing that contact. And a little screen by Pringle to move Clingan out of the way to create that lane.
And that is number 3 on Stephon Castle.
At 2 and a little bit of a hurry here. That's a major issue, too. He's going to have to guard Sears all the way.
Mark Sears' mom, Lamika, she gets into the free throw part of it. She brings a stuffed ball herself and then goes through the motion with Mark Sears, who's an 85% shooter. Completes the three-point play. High fives all around. Yep, you get a high five. You get a high five. You get a high five. 6-point lead for the Huskies. Under 8 minutes to play.
You got to concentrate now. It's a good cutting team, good passing team.
Newton, give it up. Stewart. He got caught on the baseline. Clear it for Newton. Newton's going to line it up. Rims
Look at
out.
this rebound by Spencer.
Spencer, offensive board. Foul called on the floor.
That was up for grabs. That's how much this kid wants it. Whew. Attention to detail. Husky style.
And welcome back to Phoenix. And the freshman Castle, right at the start, they dared him to shoot first possession. He knocked down that three, almost like he took that personal a little bit. But his toughness, his aggressiveness, his activity on offense, and of course defensively as well, making Sears work for everything in Alabama.
Game summary, Alabama shooting it at 49%, better than Uconn. Uconn getting to the free throw line, scoring in the paint. Castle has been terrific. 21 points on 7 of 13 from the field. No surprise, Sears has been the go-to guy for the most part, although we had a run of Grant Nelson there for a while where he was carrying the Crimson Tide.
And I think it might take away some of the aggressiveness of Castle now with those 3 fouls. And you're right. I think Nelson's got to get some touches, Bert, on that other end.
But you look up, this is a 6-point game.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to go away. This is a tough-minded team.
Get it in for Castle. Caravan is defended by Estrada.
Ooh, almost walked. Nice catch and
entry. Klingon lays it in.
And great job there. Yeah. Well, first of all, great pass, but also the awareness there, not walking in that double team. Great patience, great touch inside by Klingon.
12 points, 3 rebounds for the 7-footer from Bristol, Connecticut. 8-point lead for Uconn. Estrada.
Nice cut to get
Sears misses on a 3-ball. Rebound knocked to the outside. Caravan triggers ahead for Spencer.
A good weight here. Good patience. But good shooters and scorers know how to get free. She's got a beautiful look. Didn't convert.
Way outside. Klingon gives it up. Newton, the fend-off on Sears.
He knows he can elevate, too, at that mid-range if he wants it.
Timer is down to 8. Sears trying to work through that screen, and it's illegal. And it's going to be on Castle. Send it over to Tracy.
Boy, that hurts. 4.
Listening into both huddles, Nate Oates said this is a 2-possession game. They're not used to being in a close one. They're not ready for this. We have been in close games all year long, and we have won them. As for Dan Hurley, he said the key is executing. If they don't score, we win this game. 5 guys on the glass, no turnovers, get stops.
But a dilemma now. Stefan Castle, Tracy, has picked up his 4th foul.
Diarra, good defender, though, not the size or strength.
Castle on the bench. Diarra replaces him. Sears circles.
Automatic switch.
Reitzel. Give it up to the freshman. Walters back in there. Reitzel has to launch. Wow, missed it badly.
Look at that rebound.
Klingon with the box out.
When he keeps it so high, so fundamentally sound.
Spencer defended one-on-one by Reitzel. We are under 6 minutes to go.
Which
low. Klingon,
the hook.
He wants it. He missed it. Knocked out of Klingon's hands. Who's going to get it? Reitzel is tripped by Spencer.
And how about the defense? Grant Nelson was in trouble right there. What a gamble to try to contest on that and causing Klingon there to miss that inside shot.
I don't think he got his balance at all on the initial thrust.
So that is number 2 on Cam Spencer. 5 team fouls on each side.
Looks like they're automatically switching on Sears here just to help Diarra. Little horns look.
Sears drives in, kicks it out.
Open look.
Jumper Nelson. Wow. Rims out. Caravan the board.
And had a nice opportunity. That was pretty.
Uconn 32-0 when they score 70 points or more. They're at 69 right now.
There's a little Merck, just play screen the screener.
Spencer fades. Off the rim. Klingon, too big, too strong.
Knows where to be too, Bird. Plus, soft, feathery delivery enables him to get position.
And the Huskies' lead is 10. The block by Klingon. Kling Kong comes through again.
And I'm not sure. They look like they called a foul.
When Nelson went for the rebound, he got tripped.
Just parks himself down low. Great anticipation on the weak side for that offensive rebound. And man, his recovery right there, so long, goes after everything.
Bill Russell like that, keeping it in play. Goodness.
I think they called that on Diarra as Nelson.
Right, their legs got caught up, I think.
And also, Klingon is not the type of big that just sits at the rim. He will extend out to the free throw line, and his ability to get back, recover defensively, and close out on you is extraordinary.
That, and he can actually block jump shots, too.
He can.
10, 12 footers.
Nelson at the free throw line.
And Birdie's in much better shape. Early in the year when he got hurt in the Seton Hall game, 16 minutes left. Got some weight off him, got adjusted, and just more agile than he was early in the year.
Grant mentioned it, larger role this season, and he has come through. That's why Dan Hurley was so confident. Even though they lost NBA talent, he knew Newton and Klingon could take on more and deliver. 71-63 Uconn. We are under 5 minutes left.
This is more of their action now. This is how they control tempo
And use clock.
And usually get a good look on a little curl.
Spencer stops, pops, bingo.
His activity is just extraordinary. Relentless pursuit, whether it's screening, cutting, finding people.
The lead is back to 10.
He's got to take over.
Three-point shooting has been a struggle for Alabama. Nelson rims out, rebounded by Newton. High screen, Klingon. Switch. Post up. Klingon against Nelson. Off balance. Missed it. Rebound. Diarra had it. And once again, Newton is down. 5 on 4.
Spencer.
A foul call.
And smart there. Sears attacking before that defense can get set. But it's been a struggle.
Chance to go to the national title game for Alabama and Uconn. Purdue is already there. Who's going to join the Boilermakers?
Coverage of the NCAA Men's National Semifinals is sponsored by Progressive. Bundle home and auto and save. Oreo. Stay playful. Invesco QQQ, official ETF of the NCAA. And by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Game reset. Uconn leads at 73-63. They are playing to the scouting report. All 5 starters average double figures. They've got the balance again here tonight. Castle with 21, Klingon 14, Caravan 11, Spencer 11, and Newton right on the edge. He's got 9. In addition, Alabama shot the lights out from three-point territory in the first half. Not the case in the second half. 2 of 10 from long range.
And part of that in the first half, they were getting open three-point opportunities. The adjustment at halftime, they're guarding the three-point line. Nothing easy from the perimeter for Alabama.
Guys from Hudson County don't sleep. Stay on top of their game.
We know.
You know this from experience?
I'm from Hudson. I'm the one that proves the point the opposite way. But he is really magnificent what he's been able to do with this program. You knew that they were going to make that adjustment.
Mark Sears, catalyst for this Alabama squad, nails a pair of free throws to cut it to 8. We are under 4 minutes to play.
And they were talking about maybe a little zone after the press, but they haven't got back to man.
They handled the pressure, got it across, and now Newton goes to work.
Well rested, too.
Caravan.
Wow.
Yes, sir!
Wow.
A 3 and a deep one.
And a great set out of that timeout by Dan Hurley.
Nice little pin at the elbow.
Handed off, Griffin. Alabama down 11, scramble for it. Spencer hits the deck. Tie up, possession arrow. Huskies.
How about this set? Isn't that pretty? Little stagger, hit the curl, get them organized. Corkscrew delivery. Caravan drilling it. So well prepared, aren't they?
They are. And because they execute and make you work so much on defense guarding their sets, it can wear you out offensively. You see right now, Alabama's struggling here to score these last few minutes.
Uconn, 17 assists, 4 turnovers. They lead it by 11. Diarra, swing, Klingon, gets it back to him.
Spencer with the activity opens things up as well.
Newton comes to the ball, drives in, floater, no, rebound knocked around, and it's grabbed by Sears.
I thought Newton was going to throw the lob there.
I think they backed off and took it away from him. Wow.
Sears! Woo-hoo!
triple. Talk about a tough-minded guy.
76-68, 2:42 on the clock. Sears now with 24.
And Hurley pleading for a foul out here as Griffin's guarding Spencer.
They got a three-point guard mentality out there now. Use clock, quick timeout with 12 on the clock.
I mean, Raf, he shot that from Tempe right there.
And you know this area pretty well.
I do.
Right on the edge of Logo Land for Sears.
Flagstaff.
Coming up, Ernie Johnson, Clark Kellogg, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley, Jay Wright, all the highlights and analysis inside March Madness, presented by Buick, only on TBS. 2:29 on the clock. Uconn with possession, 12 to shoot.
And this is the activity we've been talking about all game. Just terrific analysis, screen, pop, use the big guy. That's where Klingon is exceptional, I think. Gets people on his hip. With fadeaway, Spencer delivers.
Well, how much did territory did Spencer cover? All that running around.
Big finish.
The three-point guard mentality. Newton with the find.
Cutter, Nelson, get it out of there. Klingon.
Ever present.
And Raf, out of timeouts, the sets that Dan Hurley has called for his team, I mean, they've executed to perfection.
They run a lot of them.
8 blocks for the Huskies. We are under 2 minutes to go.
Very tough prep. It's this offensive team.
Spencer.
Ready. Yeah.
That's Klingon. Big time flush.
They are on a string.
19 assists. Highlight after highlight for the Huskies. Griffin tosses it up. Bench shot, no. Nelson trying to grab it out of bounds off of Uconn with 1:32 on the clock.
Right there at the rim, Klingon out of the timeout, and then just getting it done on the defensive.
I mean, he uses that glass great too on the block.
Great timing.
Yeah.
And his ability to contest without fouling is superior.
A little small change, nickel diamond Diarra. Trying to take away that pass, cut, and handoff. And Danny, why'd you foul?
So free throws here for Mark Sears. 9th team foul on Uconn.
You know, at halftime when Tracy interviewed Dan going into the half, I was a little nervous because he was so calm and composed. I'm not accustomed to seeing that.
He got back after it. You know, they wrote a book, Hoops Hotbed on the Hudson, and they christened their Hurley family as the first family of basketball in the country.
Rightfully so.
Amazing.
Bobby Hurley coaches here, Arizona State. Dan Hurley, national champion. And the dad, a Hall of Famer, Bob Hurley.
It's a pretty good read, but you have to pay for it. So.
Thought you might get me a freebie. Jumper, Newton. He's got it. Wow. Uconn's running away. Under a minute left.
And Danny knows how to work, by the way.
Nelson finishes on the interior.
He's turned to the crowd going 3 on the shot. Oh, goodness. A character.
Dan was an excellent player at Seton Hall. Coached high school ball just like his dad. Then made the move to college. And the rest has been history. All 5 starters now in double figures for Uconn. 40 seconds left.
And Bird, this is the best thing that could have happened to them.
Tested.
Tested by a very good basketball team.
Spencer, bottom. It's a barrage.
Look at Danny over there showing everybody. Well, they could just get after you and knock you out quickly.
The final score will not indicate how competitive this game was. Griffin ball fake, and it's tapped home by Nelson.
Even to the end, Klingon almost got that one. And Yarame got hit on the head, yeah.
He did. He did. But 18.7 left on the clock.
Right, don't stop playing.
They're still competing hard, and Spencer, I just love his activity, his feel, his understanding. Yeah, letting the crowd know my guys are getting it done. Coach has your back like that. You go out there and give it your all.
Well, they love him, though, and they perform for him.
Demanding, tough. But obviously,
and Loving.
They take DR off the floor, and he was checking to see if he was bleeding from the nose.
Well, we got the tough and demanding over here. We don't get the Loving.
And now Dan Hurley's going to make a bunch of changes.
Well, we've got a classic coming up, I think.
I agree.
Two bigs.
#1 seeds.
Yeah. I'm thinking back to Elvin.
Oh, right there.
Oh,
yeah.
Right across the face.
I'm thinking back to Elvin Hayes and Lou Alcindor in the late 60s. Some of the great matchups.
It felt like a collision course in many ways. Gene Steratore joins us right now. Gene, DR just took that shot to the nose.
Yeah, he sure did, Ian. And what they're looking at naturally is the DR in the cylinder. Is that a basketball sweeping play? You know, as he starts up, and they'll take a look at it naturally, as you said, because of the contact with the face. And we can see here that, you know, he's taking a cut to the nose. But to me, it looks just like a basketball sweeping play. The elbows aren't horizontal, and he's just in an upward movement and motion as before he goes up. So I don't think they'll, lift this to a flagrant.
You know, Raph, you talked about that big-on-big matchup in the finals. Elvin Hayes, Lou Alcindor. I'm not as seasoned as you.
Well, I remember that was
Ewing,
regular season, by the way. It was
Patrick Ewing, Hakeem Olajuwon final in 1984, I believe.
Right. Olajuwon, Thurl Bailey, but he wasn't the low post center. Bailey, more of a 6, even though he was 6'10". Boy, Gene's had a nice, easy night, huh? Goodness. Restful.
What are you, counting his words, Bill? What are we doing here? He gets the same check.
He was talking off air, though. These officials have done a nice job in a very competitive game.
Ron Groover, Patrick Adams, Paul Sells, the officiating group, heading on over to our area.
So after review, it's not a flagrant foul. The forearms are more vertical than horizontal, so it's the only thing we can penalize is a flagrant foul, and that is not a flagrant foul.
We appreciate it. That's exactly what Gene said. So on the money once again.
We can go back to having that hamburger.
Final 18.7 on the clock. Uconn 86, Alabama 72. Diarra's on the bench. He's just trying to gather himself. And now changes made for the Uconn Huskies. For Alabama, first appearance in the Final Four for this program. They gave this team a game. Nobody had given them a game so far in this tournament.
It almost feels like a win when you play them this tough and this close like Alabama has.
Ruma Blue is in for Uconn. So is Solomon Ball.
Got Andrew Hurley here.
Jaden Ross. And out to Hurley.
He usually ends every game, doesn't he, of late?
And a foul given with .3 on the clock.
Cheers. Just a little bit of not giving up on the play, a little frustrated. They're smiling anyhow.
It's on the side. Hurley thought he was going to get free throws out of it. And now Uconn will trigger in. It's over. Uconn is a machine. The Huskies will play for the national championship again. 86-72. Uconn takes over late and knocks out Alabama. It's back to the title game for Dan Hurley and company.
And as we said, Ian, a total team effort as his dad, Bob Hurley Sr., looks on, proud of this young man and this team. Some different faces, some different roles, but the same results, the same style of championship basketball.
Toughness, too. I mean, just personified how they get after it, practice they get after it. They're terrific teammates, share the ball. Boy, this is going to be a classic, I think.
They improved to 36-3 on the season, and now it's a matchup with Purdue for the national championship. You know, sometimes you just feel like it's a collision course, and this is how it was supposed to be. The two best teams in college basketball going head-to-head. for a chance to win the trophy.
And how lucky are we?
Completely. And America.
The best seat in the house.
Klingon set the tone. And Uconn does it once again. Tracy Wolfson now has a prop, and it's an effective one. Tracy.
That is right, Ian. You said I needed a ladder. I got myself a ladder. Donovan, congratulations. Just a tremendous game for the both of you, for your team. When you guys went into halftime and they were shooting 73% from the three-point line, what did this guy say to you guys?
You know, just keep guarding and, you know, just try to run them off the line and force them into me to take tough twos, tough middies, you know, tough floaters. And, you know, it's hard to sustain, you know, shooting 73% from the three-point line.
For you, just a tremendous effort on every side of the ball, whether it was the rebounding, the assists, the blocks, and, of course, the scoring. How were you able to have such success out here tonight?
Yeah, you know, my teammates, you know, put me in the best position. Coaches put me in the best position possible, you know, and just trying to have an impact any way I can and, you know, just trying to win, you know, whatever I can do.
How does it feel to go back to a national championship game on Monday?
Feels good, but the job's not done yet.
Exactly, a chance to go back-to-back. We'll talk about that matchup in a second, but not only Klingon, but Stephon Castle, 21 points. He really got it started. What can you say about the freshman's performance?
Well, you know, they made the decision to, you know, to play him with one of their front court players, and they played him real soft, and you know, he really made them pay for that. He was awesome today, and he was awesome defensively. But he's been a winning freshman the whole year.
Back-to-back, you're trying to go for that on Monday night. You have Klingon versus Edey. What can we expect from that matchup?
A battle of the giants, and then I think it's just great for college basketball. You know, us and Purdue have clearly been the two best teams in the country the last 2 years, and I think it's just great for college basketball to get the two big dogs playing on Monday night.
Donovan, you have an answer to that?
Yeah, ready to go. Gonna watch my film. Gonna get some rehab, get to work tomorrow, and be ready to go.
We can't wait. We'll see you on Monday night.
Let's go.
All right, Tracy. Amazon performance from you. You were towering over Dan Hurley on that one.
Could she get her shot off?
I don't know. I don't know if she would challenge Klingon. What an awesome matchup we have Monday night. It's going to be Purdue and Uconn for the national championship. For Bill Raftery, Grant Hill, Tracy Wolfson, Gene Steratore, Ian Eagle saying so long from Phoenix. We'll be along Monday with you for the national title. EJ and the guys coming up. Inside March Madness presented by Pure.